What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It is your boy. It's your boy Matthew Shack. Live. Live here in LA. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's good, man? First things first, man. Salute to all you guys, man. It's Crimmer. It's Crimmer time, dog. I hope you out here doing what you got to do, man. Hope you're getting them Christmas gifts ready to go. Especially for yourself. First things first. Salute to Unfiltered Nation. Salute to Unfiltered Fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to you goons. Run the likes up. Keep them likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, bro. What's going on, man? Saturday night. Go get it in. But first, I gotta blaze one for the Unfiltered Nation, man. I'm gonna blaze one for y'all first. Let me get my priorities in order. Mm. In that order. In that order. Blaze one for the nation. Matthew Shack, Unfiltered, Saturday night, pregame. Because tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Las Vegas Raiders have a new quarterback, bruh. After 14 excruciating weeks of Eugene Cyril Smith III. Okay, because when you play as bad as him, man, you got to call the proper authorities. I mean, you got to put the government name out on that nigga. We got a new quarterback. His name is Kenny Two Gloves. Okay, that's his mafia name. His mafia name is Kenny Two Gloves. Okay, his government is Kenny Pickett. All right, so we're gonna have to do the pregame on that, and talk about what we are to expect tomorrow morning. We will be here. We will be doing a in-game analysis like we do every week. So if you'd like to join us, please be here. Okay, and we will definitely let it be known. All right, that we're gonna see where it goes. All right, so let's get into it, man. Um, the Eagles are 8-5. They're coming off a very horrendous loss, and the Raiders have a 7-game losing streak. So, in regards to where the money is definitely, from what I saw, man, it's on the Raiders to cover the spread. The Eagles are well, actually the number the Eagles are Raiders are plus 625 or something like that. But what we have is we have the Eagles are 12.5 point favorites. The the combined points is 38.5. I think 38.5 is easy. It should be got. Raiders have hit those numbers, even though we've been getting our brains kicked in. But we've been hitting those numbers. We've covered in regards to that. So if you guys are into trying to get in that bag that way, you might want to go ahead and take the 38.5. Okay. But if you guys got your fantasy teams, you're gonna have to figure all that out on your own. Okay. But I have something I have to say about what I am expecting to happen tomorrow. And that is load up Jack Bech. Jack Bech is loading. He's downloading as we speak. Okay? Jack Bech is downloading right now. He's downloading, bro. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Kenny Pickett is the second string quarterback. He has chemistry with who? Not Brock Bowers, because he doesn't get snaps with Brock Bowers. He doesn't have chemistry with Trey Tucker. He has chemistry with Jack Bech. He has chemistry with that second unit, the Thorntons. He has a second string unit. Anybody that's on that second string, man, he has chemistry with. And in the limited amount of time that Kenny Pickett took over for injured Geno Smith, all right, he hit Jack Bech 6 receptions for 50 yards. Jack Bech is his favorite receiver, man. He's the one that got the most. He has the most chemistry with. Expect Jack Bech to be in the offense. Expect him to get the ball a lot, because Kenny Pickett's comfortable with him, dog. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. We understand Brock Bowers is our best offensive player. We understand that he's an absolute monster. But with that being said, Kenny Pickett is is not Geno Smith in regards to this. Let's get it understood. He's not better than Geno Smith, but Geno Smith is not better than Geno Smith either. He's not even better than himself. Okay? With that being said, Kenny Pickett has an axe to grind. Kenny Pickett wants to beat his old team. All right? In February of this year, he was on that Eagles team that beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Absolutely demolished them, if you remember. That Super Bowl was absolutely incredibly funny, hilarious, and everything that if you don't like the Chiefs, it was exactly what the doctor ordered. Kenny Pickett was on that team. Since then, Kenny Pickett is on his he's on his second team and third team in a calendar year. I mean, the year is still going on. So he's won the Eagles in February, then he's been with the Browns, and he's been with us. He wants to beat his old cohorts. He's going into that old stadium that he played in. He wants to go in there and ball. All right? He's from a cold climate. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He went to Pitt. He played in Pittsburgh. He played in the Eagles. He played in Cleveland. All of those are cold climate. He's not going to have any problems at all throwing the pill. He's not going to have any issues throwing the ball at all. All right? He's definitely going to have no problem doing that. It should be very easy for him to do. All right? But with that being said, I will say this. I expect him to be looking for him quite a bit. And the Eagles are keen on Kenny Pickett. They're looking at Kenny Pickett like he is the head on the snake. They're going to be looking at him as the person who they're going to try to stop tomorrow. They said it. I went to trades. I looked at the beat writers for the Eagles. I went to their blogs, and I just rummaged around to see what the talk was, to see what they were saying. And they're saying this. They're saying, hey, we know what Kenny does well, and we know what Kenny doesn't do well. All right? And when they started talking about other people, they weren't concerned about Brock Bowers, because Brock Bowers can't throw the ball to himself. They weren't concerned about Ashton Jeanty. Okay? They're concerned that Kenny Two Gloves, somebody called him today. Somebody told me they called him Kenny Two Mittens because his hands are so small. Is going to cook him. There is a concern there. There's a concern that Kenny Pickett might be able to get this done. Now, I'm going to tell you there's a faction of Raider Nation who absolutely does not want that to happen. They want to tank for Mendoza. They want to lose out these last three games or so. Okay? I do not. I am not a tanker. I'm not a team tanker. I've been with this team 51 years. I've never seen the Raiders tank. I've seen the Raiders be sorry enough to get the first pick. I've seen that. I've seen them be absolutely atrocious. But I've never seen them purposely not win games. And I don't think that that's going to happen now. Now, is it a possibility that we might lose out? Yeah, because we're that bad of a football team. But Pete Carroll would not have put Kenny Pickett in if he didn't think that he was trying to win. He definitely was trying to win. And this guy right here who's flipping you off right now, make sure you go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go pick up the Blame Geno shirt. It's not going to be up too much longer, you guys. I'm giving you guys a little bit of grace because it's Christmas time, okay? But I almost took it down today. I'm like, you know what? People are buying it. People are definitely buying it, but it's not something that we wanted to put up in the first place. We just did it as kind of a joke, to be honest. But the joke is turning into sales. So I'm giving you guys a little bit of grace. Y'all better go ahead and pick this up because once it's gone, it's never coming back. All right? Never, ever, 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 ever coming back. And hopefully he will never be coming back as well. Okay? But with all that being said, MatthewShackUnfiltered.com in case you needed to know where it was at. I expect Kenny Pickett to have a pretty exciting game. Like I said, exciting game. I didn't say we were going to win. I didn't say that he was going to light it up. What I said was he's going to make it interesting. It is going to look a lot different than when you had Eugene back there. When you had this guy right here, the guy with the fuzzy braids, this dude right here, okay, and the middle finger being flipped, okay, in all kinds of ways possible. You're not going to see that tomorrow. You're actually going to see somebody who's going to be competing. You're going to actually see a competitor. You're actually going to see somebody who's going to be moving around in a pocket. You're actually going to see somebody that's going to be trying to extend plays with his feet. You're actually going to see somebody trying to look like they're trying to play football. Not somebody who's trying to get a check and not get hurt. Okay? So Uh, get ready for Jack Bech, man. Jack Bech caught a lot of passes in a short amount of time. He led the Raiders in receiving last game against the Broncos. He led the team. Nobody had more. I mean, Brock Bowers had touchdown passes, one hand, all that kind of stuff, but he didn't have more catches than Bech. Bech had 6 catches for 50 yards. So what was he doing? Kenny Pickett was throwing it to his boy. He's throwing it to the guy he trusts. And Bech was cooking him. Jack Bech was looking like, why ain't I out here? Oh, yeah, I get it. The reason why you're not out here, Jack Bech, is because Geno Smith was in there and he wasn't going to find you anyway. Couldn't find the side of a barn. All right? Okay? So that's exactly what we got going on. All right? I'm definitely expecting Kenny Pickett, and I'm rooting for Kenny Two Gloves. Nothing would make me happier than a Raider win, bro. Nothing would make me happier, bro. It's Christmas. I'm a competitor, dog. I don't want to lose 2 months straight. These people who are running around really advocating for this losing out, y'all just losing doesn't bother you. It sits well with you. Losing and taking L's, bro, taking these long ass things right here, it sits well with you, dog. Disappointment is part of your life. That's what you do. You don't expect nothing else. You take whatever life gives you, and whatever anyone lays over for you, that's what it is. Okay? All right? You came home. You asked your grandma, was any food left? She said, I don't know. You can go in there and look. And everything was there, but the last piece of chicken was gone. You're like, well, ain't nobody left me any chicken. Well, if everybody ate, you're going to have to figure it out. Okay? You're used to not getting the last piece of chicken. You're used to getting told no on everything you ask, man. No matter what girl you ask for, she's not interested. No, you're not getting a raise at work. Nobody invited you to the Christmas party. You didn't know that there was something going on. You never know nothing until the weekend's over. That's your life. Your life is always the last to know, bro. You're always like, oh, man, I didn't hear about that, man. Hey, man, what happened? So we don't operate like that. We are alpha dogs over here. We're the leaders of the pack. We're the lead dog. We bite the shit out of you. Okay? Got to be careful about that lead dog. It bite the shit out of you. That's me. We always are going to be the leaders. I don't want to lose 2 months straight. Raiders lose tomorrow. That's 8 consecutive weeks in a row with a loss. That means you have not won a game since October, bro. Like, I'm not with it. Okay? I'm not with it. I don't care about no draft pick. Draft don't mean shit to me, because if you don't pick the right person, it don't matter. All right? You can have the first pick and pick the worst pick. We did it before. Right? Just because somebody wants Mendoza, who's in Raider Nation, doesn't mean that Pete wants Mendoza. Doesn't mean that Spike Tech. Come on, man. We had 7 chances to draft Shedeur Sanders, and we didn't. That goes to show you we don't really know what the hell we're doing, do we? You could have easily got Shedeur in the 5th round, 4th round. It wouldn't have been nothing. Okay? You didn't even pick the right dude. You didn't pick him at all because you didn't know what the hell you were doing. All right? I don't think it's any different. The same guys are there. I don't see any improvement. I don't see any aptitude tests. I don't see anybody IQ or Mensa membership being placed. I think these dudes think the same way they thought before. They think they know it all, and they actually don't. All right, keeping it a buck. All right. So yeah, man. Jack Bech, I'm looking for him to have a big day. I'm also looking for once Bech starts cooking. I think Brock Bowers is going to be loose. He's a playoff. I mean, he's a matchup problem. He's healthy right now, bro. Unfortunately, he's healthy in week 15. And to be honest with you, man, I feel the worst for him, because he's absolutely, without question, being underutilized and being absolutely wasted, bro. Being absolutely wasted. He's not Max Crosby's not the most wasted person on this team. The most wasted person on this team is Brock Bowers. Okay? Max Crosby's where he wants to be. He wants to remain a Raider. He wants to retire a Raider. He's exactly where he wants to be. All right? Future Hall of Famer. Blase. Greatest Las Vegas Raider of all time. He's solidified. Okay? Jack Bech, in his 2nd year, he's already the best tight end in football, and he doesn't have anybody to throw him the football. Feel bad for that kid, man. All he does is get open and doesn't get the damn football. But hopefully tomorrow, Kenny Two Gloves will get him the ball. All right? Kenny Two Gloves ain't going to be playing with him tomorrow. Now, as far as the Eagles are concerned, Jalen Hurts had one of the most horrendous games of his career. But the Raiders are just what the doctor ordered, bro. The Raiders defensively, man, that's a good game to get warmed up, bro. That's just like a nice tune-up fight, something that you should be able to walk in, win with your eyes closed. You're at home, shouldn't be too much of a problem. No defensive pressure. Um, you know, nobody gets to the quarterback. He's going to have all day to throw. He starts running around, gets his confidence up. Anything can happen. Okay, that's also an issue. All right, and then Saquon Barkley, we say no more. Saquon Barkley is going to get loose at least once. He's going to get loose. He did it last game. Now they take the ball out of his hands, and we're there, and we're putting them in a position where they have to score. Then they're going to abandon the run. All right, but when you got Saquon Barkley, who ran for 2K last year, okay, it's possible, man, he might get a heavy dose of him. Heavy dose of Saquon and barbecue chicken with that situation. I'm hoping that we can deal with time of possession. I'm hoping that we can deal with having Genty run the football effectively, and give Kenny Pickett some winnable downs. I mean, I'd like to see some 3rd and 2s. I'd like to see some 3rd and 3s and 3rd and 1s. If we can be in those kind of situations, I think Kenny Pickett has an opportunity. It's an opportunity, if anything. We have an opportunity, you guys, to win. All right? We did not have an opportunity with Eugene. Okay? We have an opportunity, which isn't a guarantee, but it's at least we're looking at we have a competitive fervor to get out there and play. All right? Okay? But if we're losing on down and distance, we're having 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 12s. We getting a couple of holding calls, and it's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. It's gonna be a long day. All right, but we will be here regardless. All right, so expect to see Jack Bech get out there and get loose. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of these rookies, seeing some of these other players, Darian Porter, some of these other guys that to make their bones, bro. The season's over for us. We're not making the playoffs. It is what it is. We can run the table. We're still not getting in. But with that being said, man, it'd be a good time to start seeing who is looking like we can do something with and who do we need to get rid of. This team is not going to look the same next year. I tell you this right now, man. It's going to be a lot of turnover. It's going to, it can go as high as the coach. There's rumblings about the coach. There's rumblings about trades and all these crazy things that are being said. Okay? But I guess we'll find out when we find out, won't we? All right? All right, man, let me read you guys some questions, man. See what's going on a Saturday night, man. All right. Okay, see what's popping with you guys. Anything you guys might want to ask me, feel free. But we're gonna come in here and do what we do. All right? I'm about to get out here in this wind. About to go do some Christmas stuff. All right, man. Ruben Naba, what's going on, Ruben? What's happening, Carlos Haller? What's happening, Pimp Juice, man? Salute to all you guys, man. Okay, Mike Hurd. Hey, Mike Hurd, you're the perfect person, bro. Man, I'm getting hit up by subscribers and members, and they're hitting me up talking about this Joe Burrow to the Raiders situation. And I know what you had said before because you're the resident Bengals fan here. You're the one that knows all who they. Why is everyone on this side of the fence talking? Not me, but everybody else is running around talking about Joe Burrow coming to the Raiders, and I'm like, I don't see that happening. I don't know where it's coming from. So could you please fill us in? Is there anything going on over there in Cincinnati that we're not hearing about? But it's starting to get very smoky in here, bro. Okay, if it's getting smoky in here, man, you start looking to see if you see any sparks or anything on fire. All right. Jeff Williams, what's going on? Jeff, what's happening, big dog? What's happening? Daniel Berry Sports, what's going on? Ambitions of a rider, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, girls? Hey, just saying hi. You know what it is, okay? You spelled it exactly the way Pac spelled it, too. Exactly the way Pac spelled it, okay? Isaiah Butler, Shaq got the perfect fit for the Blame Gino shirt. Yeah, man. Gino, man. Whittington Thomas and his girl had they Blame Genos on, and they had on the brand new Jordan 11 Gammas. They took pictures. I'm gonna be posting those up, man. They had them out there in them streets, bro. Out there walking, going to some parties and some other shit. They had the brand new Gammas that everybody's running around with their heads cut off for. Those with the Blame Gino shirt, bro. I'm telling you, this Blame Gino is definitely nice. It goes with everything. Goes with all your kicks, everything. All right. Make sure you get one of the unfiltered embroidered beanies. This is embroidered, as you can see. It's stitched. We don't do anything janky. Everything we do is top quality. MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. But this right here, this is limited edition. I almost pulled it today. I was like, you know what? That's good. Whoever didn't get it didn't get it. But then some people was like, yo, give us a little bit more. I was like, all right, man, what's the date? The date's December the 13th. Okay, makes sense. So we'll see. But don't think it's gonna be up there. You better go get it. Okay. Amongst other things. What's up, Los, man? Carlos Sanchez, man, on Filter Nation and fam. All right, man. Egleteezy. Salute. Salute to all you guys, man. Are y'all gonna be here tomorrow? Y'all gonna be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. I like the fact it's an early game. Okay. I like the fact it's an early game so we can get it in. We can be done like by 1:30, and then I can hit the streets, bruh. I need to get out. I need to get out in these streets, bro. I need to get out here. I need to get me some hot cocoa. I need to get me some peppermint sticks, some candy canes and stuff. I need to buy some stuff. I need to be walking around with some big ass bags. Okay, a lot to do. I'm definitely trying to get my Christmas on. I need to get outside. All right, probably gonna get out here tonight. All right, as well. Scroggy in the building. Go Pack Go, man. We'll see what you guys got. See what you guys got, man. Looking pretty good for you guys. Okay, but yeah, man. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 1 p.m. East Coast time, wherever you are, wherever you fall, whatever time zone you're in. Hey, no excuses, bro. We will be here. I just want to win. I want to win, bro. It's Christmas. Winning during Christmas is the best. Yeah, I don't care what the record is. I want to win. All right, and I hope we do. Kenny Pickett. Hey, Kenny, it's your opportunity, man, to get even for you to, if anything, to prove the Eagles wrong for trading you in the first place. They want to justify that they made the right decision. You need to show them why they didn't. Okay? Get out there, man. Light their asses up, bruh. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Okay? All right, man. Okay, Egalitarian said he'd be here tomorrow. He said Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy. Did he? Is that true? Somebody confirm that for me, please. How did you win the Heisman Trophy? Is the season over already? Okay? I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't get an alert or anything. Okay? All right, man. I didn't even see the award ceremony. Okay, so I mean, if it ain't official, then it ain't official. I mean, if that's opinion, then that's opinion. But I didn't hear anything about no Heisman Trophy ceremony. But maybe it is, but I don't think so. Okay, you might be saying that, but it's not official. All right, man. Okay, Scroogy, man, it would be good a game against Denver, man. I think the Packers will win. I hope you guys do too, man, because it's always good. The enemy of my enemy is my what? Is my friend. Okay, so I need for you guys to handle that business, man, because right now, man, the Broncos are looking a little too good for my comfort right now. I need for them to not look as good. All right, I need for you guys to do what y'all need to do. All right, hey, you can't let Bo Nix outplay Jordan Love. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. All right, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Denver has the most sacks in the NFL right now. You better tell Jordan Love, man, to be mobile. Okay, that's right. The enemy of my enemy is always my friend. Okay, we might not be friends when we're looking at each other, but both of us don't like them. So let's form Voltron on that. All right. So handle that, please, 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 please. All right. And then the night game is going to be the Vikings and Cowboys. I don't know if I'll be here for that. I'll probably have it on my phone, but it's time to get out, man. Time to get outside. Okay. Go to get some Christmas events, Christmas lights, and all that type of shit. We got a whole bunch of stuff here in LA. They got all kinds of stuff. I get really, really, really deep into Christmas. So we're gonna be doing that. All right. So that's where we are with it, man. Let's see if you guys got any other additional questions that y'all might want to ask me, man. Any other games? Let me know if there's any other games you guys are looking forward to seeing tomorrow. I know. Mike Bird Cincinnati, don't you guys play Lamar Jackson and them tomorrow? I think you guys play them at 10 o'clock. Oh, so he did win. All right, man. Salute to Mendoza, man. Yeah, salute. So that's kind of cool because Indiana doesn't even have never had a Heisman Trophy winner in football, I don't think. Okay, I don't think they did. So salute to him if he did win. Okay, which is going to make it even harder to get him because the Raiders don't have first pick. So. And then again, do we have the balls to draft them? That's the key. And man, we don't draft quarterbacks in the first round, bro. We haven't done it in 18 years. Man. That would be if we were to get the first pick of the draft and draft a quarterback, that right there would show a lot. That would show that the Raiders are turning the page on how the Raiders do things. So, like I said, there's a Raider way. There is a Raider way. You know, y'all heard of the Patriot way. Y'all have heard of these other ways of doing things. And a lot of you guys are too young to even understand, but there is a Raider way. Okay? Take it from somebody who knows. Take it from somebody who has 3 rings doing it the Raider way. And we have not done it the Raider way in a long time. Okay? The Raider way is not the way y'all want to do things, which is why it isn't working for you in Las Vegas. Okay? All right. So, like I said, if you draft a quarterback in the first round, it's not the Raider way. Okay? None of our greatest quarterbacks were ever drafted in the first round. Okay? They were always drafted later. All right? Or they came as a free agent. There is a formula. All right? And until the Raiders get back to that formula, it's not gonna look good. Y'all gonna be chasing the way other people. That's why Mark Davis has brought in other ways, other people's regimes to come in here and try to make us be somebody else. Be the Las Vegas Patriots. Be the Las Vegas Chargers. Now we're the Las Vegas Seahawks. And like I said before, until we become the Raiders again, don't expect much. I don't expect much, bro. Like all these things that you guys want, y'all always want something that you don't even know what it is. Okay, and it doesn't work for you. It doesn't make sense why it doesn't work for you. Okay, but I know why, because it's not the way we do things. All right, simple as that. Okay, if you're fortunate enough to still have your grandmother, and you get to go over and see her on Christmas and she's cooking, just get a seat and just see how she does stuff. She don't do stuff no other way than how she's been doing it the last 50 years. She ain't listening to you. She ain't listening to nobody. Hey, you should put raisins in the potato salad, Grandma. Grandma ain't fooling with you. Grandma, if you don't get out my kitchen, I know what I'm doing. See, and that's why the food always comes out good every year. Every year, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, the food is banging because Grandma does it the same way. You know the potato salad ain't gonna be runny. You know the damn apple pie is gonna be the way it's supposed to be. She makes her own crust. She don't use that damn shit you get at the grocery store. So as long as you guys keep thinking that you can be something that you're not and do what everyone else does, is the longer it's gonna take for you to win some shit. I don't have to worry about it. Raiders don't have to win nothing. I'm still ringed up. What about you? How's that working out for you? Huh? Eat Trip, Eat Trizzle. Where you been at, Eat Trip? Eat Trip been acting like he don't know us, man. Eat Trip out there in Jayville out there. Hey, man, I was concerned, man. That Duval out there, man, had you inside, man, because they out there running around with their heads cut off, dog. Okay, straight up. Okay, so what's going on, Eat Trizzle? Hey, man, I need to holler at you, big dog. Okay, you said Heisman Mendoza. All right, man, salute the Mendoza, bro. Salute to Mendoza, man. He won the Heisman. That's great. It's great, bro. I mean, have we had Heisman Trophy quarterbacks before? Yeah. Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett was a Heisman quarterback. Also Hispanic. Hey. Just being honest, bro. But then again, we had a Raider who was the coach. I mean, do you have a Raider as a coach now? I mean, there's a lot of things that are similar, but they're not. All right. Straight up. Shit, I remember when we had the Heisman Trophy backfield back in the early 90s when we had Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, and Jim Plunkett in the backfield. And then the year that Bo Jackson got hurt and didn't play, we drafted Tim Brown. And I was excited because we were going to have 4 Heisman Trophy winners on offense. Didn't work out. Okay? For obvious reasons, Bo got hurt. But Heisman trophies is what we do. Ask Charles Woodson, does he have one? I mean, Heisman trophies in the Raiders, that works. We've had a lot. How many Heisman Trophy winners have we had? We've had 4. We've had 4 Heisman Trophy winners on the Raiders. And like I said, 3 at one time. So, hey, you never know. Now that he won that Heisman, that is Raider pedigree, a Heisman Trophy winner. That is. And a quarterback is a Heisman Trophy winner, and who else happens to be Hispanic. There's something there. First pick of the draft, 1971, Jim Plunkett from my neighborhood to the Boston Patriots at the time. They weren't even New England at that time. The Boston Patriots. There's a correlation there. Okay? There's something there. All right, man. Booty Bang, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? Xavier Garcia, let me ask you, big dog, what happened the last time the Raiders had a Latino quarterback? What do you mean ask me? What do you mean the last time they had a Latino quarterback? Oh, watch this. Xavier Garcia, you want me to tell you what happened the last time you had a Latino quarterback? You didn't do shit. Because I know where you're going with it. You're like, oh, Jim Plunkett. You forgot a Latino quarterback, bro. His name was Jeff Garcia. I went to school with Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia is, even though his hair is red, he's Mexican. So your question didn't really go the way you thought. You said the last time the Raiders had a Latino quarterback was Jeff Garcia. San Jose State, number 5. That was your last Latino starting quarterback. Not Jim Plunkett. Jeff Garcia, homie. That's why you talked to Shaq. You didn't do nothing. Not a thing. At all. Just to remind you, I know you thought Jim Plunkett, but it wasn't. It was Jeff Garcia. Okay. From the Niners. Yes. Very much. I know his parents. He just happens to have red hair, but he's Hispanic. He's Mexican. So that didn't work out, did it? Didn't work out. And he has the same last name as you. So you should have known that one. Okay. Booty Bang, Patrick Graham is definitely going to be our next head coach. I would hope so if Pete ain't going to be there. Because if he is, that's the Raider way. Now let him get his quarterback and move the hell out the way, and y'all shut up and let him cook. It's going to take some years to fix it. Like I said, hey, John Madden, it took him 7 years to win his first chip. All right. What did Al do? Brought him up, let him pick his quarterback. He picked the quarterback in the second round, 1968 draft, by the name of Ken Stabler. Second round. See, that's how it worked. Second, not first, second. So we'll see, man. I know you guys want the flashy quarterback, but I wouldn't marry myself to it, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Mark Davis can still say we don't do that. Mark Davis is still the boss, man, whether you respect him or not. Mark Davis can still say, not interested in that. And if Mendoza wants to be the quarterback for us, I don't know if he does, but I know that the other quarterback, what's his name, out of Ohio, not Ohio State, out of Oregon. I know that there's a couple of guys that want to be Raiders. You got to be marketable. You got to be marketable, bro. Is he marketable? Is he somebody that could be on a billboard? Is he somebody that could be on one of them, be on top of the wind, sign that's flashing around? Because you got to have marketability, man. This ain't Oakland, bro. You got to be marketability. Okay. You see the Blue Man Group up there. You see the Jabberwockies. You're gonna need to see the Raider quarterback up there. Okay. You better get somebody marketable as well, because Mark Davis is into that marketing. All right. What's the quote of the day? Quote of the day, man, is Jack Bech is loading. That's the quote of the day. What's my advice for Kenny Two Gloves? Go out there and think you can win the game, bro, because you can. In his mind. And go and hit Jack Bech. Jack Bech is his boy. He went out there, man, for that little quarter. 6 catches, 50 yards. That's in a quarter, bro. Come on, dog. Do the math. That's 20. That's 24 catches for 200 yards in a whole game, average. Pretty much, yeah. 6 catches for 50 yards in 1 quarter. Hey, man, Jack Bech could have had a 200-yard game, hypothetically. 24 catches in the game. He was open. He was cooking. Bech was cooking them dudes. And that's a good defense. That's Patrick Surtain out there, too, who's the defensive player of the year right now. Come on, dog. Jack Bech and Kenny Pickett have a connection. They were cooking. All right. Okay, so that's my hit Kenny, hit your boy Bech. Ever since been on a cruise. Just got driving home from Texas. Damn, dog, he drove home from Texas. Man, shoot, man. Texas is a long-ass state. That's a long-ass state. Okay, tell you that right now. I've driven through Texas before, man. It took like 2 days, almost 3 days to drive through that damn state. I'm like, damn, we're still in Texas? I'm like, shit. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, glad you had a good time, E-Trip. Glad you had a good time, man. Y'all deserve it. Okay. Straight up. Okay. Raiders and Sons, we need Raiders. We do, man. But like I said, these guys, man, they don't know what to do, man. It's like watching a bunch of kids, man, who don't really know what they doing, man. You just let them just like go in and make yourself something to eat. Man, they have. I tell my 5-year-old to go in there and make himself something to eat, man. Yeah, he'll try his best, but it'll be a mess in there. Shit'll be all knocked over, man. He'll have peanut butter and jelly all over here. Like, how did peanut butter and jelly get inside the cabinet? Like, these guys don't know how to win nothing, man. They don't know how to win as a Raider, bro. They're just tired of losing. But if you don't know how to not, if you don't know how to win, how are you gonna stop yourself from losing, bro? Okay, they have no idea. All right, okay. Booty Bang, these tankers are really thinking that the Steelers are going to fire Tomlin and they can hire him. Well, like I said before, man, I mean, somebody has to be delusional. Somebody has to be the delusional one. Somebody has to think. Somebody has to think that they could do something ridiculous. When you're in a ridiculous situation, you feel like you can do ridiculous shit. How many times have you seen a homie who's drunk as shit just doing dumb shit? Like, dude, man, what, Johnny? What are you doing on top of the table? Like, this fool about to bust his head open, dog. You got to go get him now. He's always doing something he shouldn't be doing when he get drunk. Okay, I stopped hanging with dudes like that because I mean, next thing you know, I'm about to fight people. Okay, I'm like, I'm not trying to fight nobody that I don't need to fight. Okay, because you in here tearing up somebody's shit, knocking somebody's stuff over, grabbing on somebody's girl, doing all kinds of stupid shit. And that's these Raider fans. They just dumb. They dumb, dog. They don't have no idea. And when you try to talk to them, they're mad at you because you don't agree with them. Like, hey, man, it's one thing for you to be dumb, but it's another thing for me to be dumb with you. I'm not going to be dumb with you to make you feel good. I'm definitely going to tell you you're a fool. I'm definitely going to tell you these guys over here are going to beat your ass. And I ain't going to stop them because I told you to sit down. That's what I'm going to do. All right, man. I remember when Jeff Garcia was in San Francisco with T.O. Yeah, and remember after that, he was with the Raiders. So the last Latino quarterback for you guys were running around swearing on your life is Jim Plunkett. It isn't. It's Jeff Garcia. He's your last Latin quarterback. Okay? Better remember that shit. You got to remember. I remember everything. You guys forgot that little caveat that you actually had another Mexican quarterback after him. Okay? I'm just trying to help you guys out. All right? The Shield didn't pick him. Don't matter. Don't matter. You said who's the last Latin quarterback you had. And I corrected you. See, my job is to make sure that you guys are accurate. You guys can't walk around trying to justify the things that you say. Over on another channel, people would have agreed with you because they wouldn't have remembered Jeff Garcia, but I remembered. So over here, you gotta be accurate. That's part of being a Raider is to know the truth. A lot of y'all don't want to know that. Y'all want to know what y'all know. And when you don't get it right, now y'all want to try to figure out how, well, it doesn't this, well, this, in this circumstance. And, it's at the end of the month, it's this. And the last Latin quarterback you had was not Jim Plunkett. The last Latin quarterback you had was Jeff Garcia. That's facts. That's what I do. And didn't stutter when I did it either. I knew it already. Kenny Miller, what's going on? Dante Moore. Yeah, Dante Moore. I hear that Dante Moore want to be a Raider. My girl Patrice is up there in that area up there in Portland, and she keeps us a beat on what's popping up there with Portland and what's going on with the Oregon Ducks. Okay, plus my nephew graduated from Oregon, so I wouldn't get married to a certain candidate, bro. When you're dating, you're supposed to date. You don't get your eyes focused on one that ain't showing you that she the one. You supposed to be out here getting it in. Okay. She's Wednesday at this point. Yeah, you like her, but she Wednesday. Today is Saturday, bruh. Okay? You need to be making sure you don't try to throw a whole 10 up on somebody who ain't interested like that. She might just like to see you on Wednesdays because ain't nothing else popping. Okay? But if they don't see you on the weekends, you ain't him. If they're not trying to spend time with you, this is how you know, bro. How you know. If they don't see you Thursday through Sunday night, they with somebody else. That's what it is. I'm telling you that. Because those are prime nights, bro. Those are prime nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday is prime because during the day, they got somebody taking them somewhere and doing something. Okay? Sunday night football, they laid up. Hugged up on Corey. Monday, even Monday, you might have some time, but if it's a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, you Taco Tuesday guy. That's what it is. You better be putting some salsa on that bun. Okay, you better be do what you need to do. But if you ain't seeing them on those prime days, they always got something going. I'm going to be with my sister. I'm be with my auntie. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to my mom's house. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, me and the girls. You ain't. That ain't it. If you don't want to spend time with you on a prime day, understand what it is. Okay. All right, man. Mendoza. You said Mendoza. Raiders just the Raiders. They don't know how to just win, baby. They don't, and they don't want to hear it either. They don't want to hear you tell them how to do it. They just don't want to, bro. And you know what? That's fine. There's other channels that'll sit up there, and like I said before, that'll definitely cut your steak up for you real small so you don't choke to death. I mean, like I said before. Okay. Some of y'all are Gerber Raider fans. Y'all ain't ready to eat solid food yet. We get it. Yeah, you might be 35, but you're a baby when it comes to this. And you don't want to be told, hey man, aren't you a little bit too old to be walking around with some with some Depends on, dog? You're a little bit too old to be walking around, man, with a diaper on, bro. Like, are you an old ass man or are you a young ass baby? Something, you 27, something wrong. Okay, all right. What do I think about those Joe Burrow rumors? I think that the Raiders are a rumor haven. I think that our team, we are so much of a team that nobody has any respect for. People can say anything about the Raiders and everybody believe it. Your team is so much the Raiders are a team that is a rumor. It's not about what we do. There's always some bullshit with us because there's no substantial football being played. We're always a glutton for a rumor because we're the perfect candidate. They'll believe anything about us. Anything is believable when it comes to the Raiders because we're that bad. We're that bad of a franchise. We're that bad of a team that you're definitely not talking to us about our play. You're not talking about us making the playoffs or playoff seeding or talking to us about winning a division title. Everything we do is joke. Everything we do is rumor, throw shit up against the wall, say anything. And that's how we stay in the news cycle. We stay in the news cycle because we're going to have crazy ass rumors. How many of these rumors actually come true? I would say a good 100% of them don't. We're always hearing some crazy shit. Never happens, bro. If anything, I'm willing to believe it's leverage, being used for leverage at this point. Why would Joe Burrow want to come play with us? Joe Burrow have a better team, better line. I could see him going to the Vikings. I see better destinations for Joe Burrow than the Raiders. The Raiders is a horrible destination for somebody like him. Horrible. Just keep it a buck, bro. It's a horrible situation. If I was Joe Burrow, man, I wouldn't come this way. All right? I wouldn't. All right? The last time we got a Cincinnati quarterback that was a Heisman Trophy winner that came over to our team, Carson Palmer. What happened? Nothing. Let's not act like we didn't have Joe Burrow before Joe Burrow. We had Joe Burrow before Joe Burrow. Carson Palmer, Heisman Trophy winner, USC, fight on, my school. I can't stand Carson Palmer. Came over here, stunk up the bed, retired for long enough for him to get a job with the Cardinals, and I rooted against them the whole time. He never won shit. So let's not act like you never did this trade before. You guys just forget. You don't remember, or either you don't know or you don't remember that everything that everyone's talking about, you've already tried it. Didn't work. So Joe Burrow if I was him, I'd go to the Vikings. Vikings is a better team, better coached, better defense. He can go over there and light it up. NFC team, NFC North. Shit. Joe Burrow act a fool over there. There's other teams, bro, that are more viable, that have more assets than us. Who are you willing to give up? You think we're going to get Joe Burrow for free? You think we're going to give Joe Burrow and they're not going to ask for max? You think they're not going to ask for hella first-round draft picks? Like, this is Joe Burrow, bro. All right? This is Joe Burrow we're talking about. So, you want a quarterback like that? What are you willing to give up? Because he's not a free agent. You have to trade for him. So what are you gonna give up? See, a lot of times y'all don't think about cap. Y'all don't think about money. He's getting paid $50 million a year. Mike Hurd is on here. He's telling you it's not going to happen. He's the guy you should be asking. So what do I think about it? I think it's just another rumor that the Raiders are being that we're being involved in, because who's not going to believe it? We don't have any credibility, bro. Anything that goes, it's like the person in your neighborhood. You hear something happen, it had to be Pookie. Pookie had to do it. Hey man, I heard that somebody stole Sister Williams's purse. Oh, it had to be Pookie. Well, it wasn't Pookie because Pookie's in. Pookie locked up. How is Pookie? See, you just used to saying his name because usually it is. Usually is him, but it isn't him this time. But you're gonna say his name, and people are like, yeah, I can see that. So anything that's crazy or that's out of the pocket, and our name is brought up, they could say, yeah, the Raiders, I can see that because Raiders need this. They could do this. It's always something crazy, and the fans fall for it every time. I just sit back and say, okay, well, if it happens, then I'll talk about it. But as of now, I don't see it. We'll see what happens. And it's not going to happen right now. So that's what I think. Marcus Guillaume, let's go Raiders. Let's beat the champs. Like my dad always told me, the only team that can beat the Raiders is the Raiders. Your dad is a wise man. Okay? Let's do it. Let's play and cook these Eagles. Kenny Two Gloves is going to try to win, bro. I'm telling you that now. Kenny Pickett's definitely going to try to win. All right? There's a rumor that DC may come back. These tankers are hyperventilating. Oh, man, that would make my day to see DC come back. That would absolutely make my day, bro. I'm going to be laughing hella hard because there's something wrong with people who definitively say something and it doesn't happen. When they say, he's never coming back out, he's done, and then they come right back, then they just shut up. Like, dude, who informed you that you knew what you were talking about? Like, nobody informed you that you were the authority on anything, especially when it comes to the Raiders. You're definitely not an authority. You don't have no rings, no championships. You have no division titles in the last 20-something years. Why are you an expert and somebody like me who's been here 51 years, who has everything, telling you that it ain't going to happen, and you want to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, but all I do is get shit right? Okay? Because somebody is locked in with the shield and somebody's not. So it's always funny to me, man, when these guys say something isn't going to happen and it happens. All right? I just laugh. All right? Because you never know. You got to know what it is. Derek Carr coming back has a very good ring to it. Does it mean it's going to happen? No, but it doesn't mean it won't. I think it's 50-50 right now. I think it's a 50-50 thing. I think it would depend on whether or not he'd be welcomed to come back, because he definitely going to come back and hold no clipboard. He's never held a clipboard in his life. Derek Carr has never been a backup quarterback in his life. Every place he's ever played at, he started. Whether it was high school, whether it was Fresno State, whether it was with us, whether it was with the Saints, he's not a backup. He's a starter. Whether you like him or not, he's never been a backup. He's never held a clipboard while somebody else took his job. Matter of fact, he took Matt Schaub's job as a rookie. Okay? So if he doesn't have a chance to start, he's not coming back. If his rotator cuff isn't back up to strength, he's not coming back. And if he doesn't, and if Heather says don't come back, he's not coming back. So, but we don't know that, do we? All right. So we'll see. All right, man. Straight up, booty bang. If DC comes back, I'm coming to see Shaq drag all these tankers. Oh, I'm gonna drag the shit out of them. I'm gonna drag them so much. It's kind of boring how much I drag them now. Okay, I already get them every time, bro. Like last time I was on here, I had to block 4 or 5 of them because they were mad because I was saying let's win. I don't want to tank. Okay, they try to tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, man, let me block your ass right now, dog. Okay, so yeah, Jay Marion in the building. What's going on, Jay Measy? All right, man. Jesse Murrow. Me and my son just destroyed the Eagles on Madden. Yeah, I know y'all did. Okay, Kenny Clue Gloves. We need USC coach. You talking about damn, what's his name? Man, I've tipped my tongue, man, right now, man. I don't know, man. Lincoln Riley. Okay, I had to think of it. Do we need another college coach, bro? Aren't you guys tired of college coaches? Didn't you know you just took a whole Chip Kelly and just had him for? Come on, man. I mean, is that what you guys want to do? You just want to just keep going back to college? I mean, I don't. Lincoln Riley's all right. It's all right. Okay, but I mean, why do we keep going to college, bro? Nobody in the pros good enough? You can't get a pro coach? No, because nobody wants to coach your team. I'm telling you. Lincoln Riley, it's another college coach bringing in a college offense. You already just had that with Chip Kelly. You just had a whole college offense all season. Like, are you guys, why y'all trying to repeat the same thing over again? Okay, all right, man. Joe Burrow in Vegas would be something. He in Cincinnati. He's in Cincinnati right now though. Okay, all right, man. So I mean, thinking about these things. Old man DC still a quarterback. Yeah. Okay, Palmer was coming off the couch in 2011. I don't care. I don't like Carson Palmer, bro. He's a SC guy. I still don't like him because he came over here and he didn't try. Then he thought he can go over to the Cardinals and thought he can do something. He tried to play over there, didn't do shit. Carson Palmer's a guy who came over here, wasted our time, bro. That was on Hugh Jackson. That was Hugh Jackson's fault. Okay, I don't like Carson Palmer. There's certain quarterbacks I don't like for the Raiders. I don't like Carson Palmer. I don't like um, Rich Gannon. I'm good. I'm good, man. You don't get to do all that shit and don't win me nothing, dog. Like I said, man, if you guys are going to judge Derek Carr and the way y'all judge Derek Carr, you need to judge all the quarterbacks the same. That's the problem. Y'all only judge one man one way, and then you have a whole different judging system on the rest of the quarterbacks. I don't. I judge them all with the same lens, all of them, from Stabler all the way to Geno. I've seen every Raider quarterback who started on this team, from Stabler to Geno Smith. Count them, bro. It's at least 30, 40 quarterbacks. They all get the same critique. There's a certain thing that I have to see. Are they a Raider? That's the number one thing. The number one thing for me is, are you a Raider? Because all the other stuff is circumstantial. Are you a Raider? You should be able to say who's a Raider. Okay? Even if you don't like somebody, you should be able to say they're a Raider. Okay? And that's the point. These dudes have been playing the last 9 quarterbacks you've had. You've had 9 quarterbacks since Derek Carr. Why do you think? Because Derek Carr was a Raider regardless, whether you liked him or not. He was a Raider, bro. He was drafted by the Raiders, second round, 2016. He's a Raider, bro. He's a Raider that you don't like. He's a member of the family you don't like. You don't like your cousin, little Stevie, but he is your mom's sister's son. He is still your family member. You can deny it in the streets all you want. You can act like you don't know him, but that's your cousin, okay? And you can do about it. Who's a Raider? Who isn't? All right? Was Garoppolo a Raider? No. Was Minshew a Raider? No. Is Geno Smith a Raider? No. Is Kenny Pickett a Raider? No. We can just go on and on. Was Jared Shittum a Raider? No. We just keep going on down the list. Okay? That's the number one prerequisite. Are you a Raider or not? Is Ken Stabler a Raider? Yeah. George Blanda a Raider? Yeah. Daryl LaMonica a Raider? Yeah. Okay? Jim Plunkett a Raider? Yeah. See? They're Raiders, bruh. Like I said, it's easy to figure out who's a Raider quarterback and who ain't. Because as soon as you say their name, you're going to nod your head. You get to Derek Carr. Well, he didn't do all that. Well, when you say well, you lost. Okay? You lost. He didn't do anything for us. No. It's not the question. The question is, he a Raider? Yeah, he's a Raider. He's a Raider you don't like, but he's a Raider. Okay? Simple as that. Is Randy Moss a Raider? No. Is Warren Sapp a Raider? No. Okay? We can go on and on. These are all free agents. We can just start talking about all the free agents. And who came in and who was a Raider, who wasn't. Okay? So, that's my thing. All right? Hey, what's going on, kids? Hey, kids. How you doing? How you doing, kids? All right, I hope you guys have a good Christmas with your pops. Okay? Spend as much time with him as you can. Kenny said Deshaun Watson's only 29. Shh, man, are you really saying Deshaun Watson? Really? Deshaun Watson has a $250 million guaranteed contract. He has the only guaranteed contract in the NFL. You want to pay him? That dude still has cases going on, bro. Okay? He still has massage cases going on. I don't want him in Vegas. If he couldn't, handle his business when he was in H-Town, he come to Vegas, he gonna be acting a fool. I mean, all the shooby doobies that's flying in and out. Shh. Man, Deshaun Watson he'd be with Las Vegas Metro PD every weekend, bro. Okay? Nah. This is the wrong place for him, dog. Okay? That's like giving an alcoholic free drink tickets at the club and expecting him not to get drunk. Okay, here's a roll of drink tickets, Sam. Man, what? Chill out, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna chill out, all right. Man, just give me that whole fifth right there. You don't give a crackhead no crack. You gonna put him in Vegas with all these shooby dooby. Have you been to Vegas lately, homie? Kenny Miller, when's the last time you been to Vegas? Yeah, you ain't been there in a minute. You done forgot. You forgot. You forgot. And I don't mean doing what your grandmother and them doing, going to the bingo hall and all of that. No, I mean, have you been to Vegas where it's cracking at? No, you have not. Okay? That's why you're saying that. Deshaun Watson be like this. Man, I need an elbow massage. I got a tender neck. He be trying to figure out what's wrong with him to get him a massage. Okay? Nah, I don't need him here. All right, booty bang. Just imagine APDC for Versace champ. That would be beautiful. What's going on, man? Trey Horton in the building. Joey Aguilar in the house, man. What's going on? Kansas City could make the playoffs. They could if they run the table. They have a good chance of doing that. Okay, it's in the NFL's best interest to get them in because they're a team that people want to see. And at the end of the day, the NFL is what? An entertainment company. It's entertainment, just like WWE, just like the UFC, NFL, UFC, NBA, WWE. It's all the same. It's all entertainment. Okay. Powerball tonight. Yeah, man. Powerball. Shoot, man. What time is it, man? We got till 7 o'clock. Yeah, I got to go up there and go get me a ticket. Gotta go up the street, get me a ticket. All right, man. Straight up, man. Get that Powerball, man. One Billy. I win that Billy, man. Y'all be wondering where the hell I was at. Okay. Yo, man, have you seen Shaq? Have you seen Shaq? Oh, I don't know where he is, dog. Be on the yacht. Live from the yacht. I just won the lot. Oh, man, I'll be out there. I'll be somewhere far, like in the middle of the ocean somewhere. Okay. Talking crazy. Jason Campbell. Yeah, Jason Campbell was a bad boy, man. Yeah, he got hurt. Jason Campbell was balling. Jason Campbell's a Raider. Okay. He was balling. All right. Way better than Geno Smith, I'll tell you that. Bill Holloway was going on, Big Beezy, man. My nephew in the building. Okay. Said Mendoza must be the pick. Well, how can he be the pick if you're not in position to pick him? If he's a Heisman Trophy winner, that means he's the best player in college football. So guess what? Are you the first pick of the draft right now? What's our draft position? Or do we have the balls to pull the trigger? I'm like I said before, y'all better pray, man. Y'all better get on your knees and pray to the Raider gods, man. You better get on the knees, pray to Al Davis. You better pray, you better get on there and pray to John Madden. You better pray to Snake Stabler. You better pray to Cliff Branch. You better pray to all them Raiders, man, them Raider legends. You better get on your knees, start praying hard. You better start praying hard, bro. I've only done it twice. There was only 2 players in the history of my tenure as a Raider fan since 1974 till today that I absolutely begged the Shield for. I mean, I begged, please let us get this guy. Who were they? First time I ever did it, running back out of USC, Heisman Trophy winner by the name of Marcus Allen. I got that right. And the last one was another Heisman Trophy winner, cornerback / kick returner out of Michigan by the name of Charles Woodson. When you need to get me on the Mendoza team, get me on the Mendoza line, I get done. Especially when it comes to Heisman Trophy winners. But I don't have that feeling about him as of yet. So maybe that'll happen. But when I do that, when I go and talk to the Shield, when I go knock on the throne, how's it going, Matthew? Hey, how you doing, Shield? Almighty Shield. Oh, y'all don't got no respect. That's why nothing happens for you. That's why you don't have shit. You don't know how to humble yourself to the Shield like I did when I was 7. Mighty Shield, can we please get? We'll see what we can do since it's you. It happened both times. I've never done it no other time. Those are the only 2 times when I begged for it to happen. And I guarantee you, if I really wanted it, dude, he'd be a Raider. Because that's why it works with me. But like I said, I'm not on that train yet. But we'll see. He won the Heisman, so now we'll see. Okay. All right, man. Selmo, Take him for us. He's hands on. Hey, Sell Mo in the house. What's going on, Sell Mo? Man, you better go get that Shador shirt, bro. But hey, man, I've been waiting for you, waiting to see you pick him up. Man, you better go get him, dog. But yeah, man, we're gonna see how it goes down, bro. Like I said, man, Shador got him a crib over there in Cleveland now. Shador ain't going nowhere. I mean, Kevin Stefanski better start packing his bag. He gonna be out the door. All right, Jesse Murphy said DC's a Raider, and my kids love him. What's up, kids? That's right. What's up, kids? Okay, Uncle Shaq over here. Uncle Shaq over. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Okay, love you guys. All right, man. Usually 250 million is an insane amount of money. Well, man, that's what happens when the Browns. They definitely Mo Squad on here. I mean, not Mo Squad. Selmo on here. He's telling you straight up, y'all can have him, but he has a guaranteed $250 million contract. That means no matter what you do, you got to pay him $250. You got to pay that man $250 million. That's why you don't want him. He could be 29. He could be 19. I don't want that dude. Tell me when you've seen him play. Tell me the last time you've seen him take a snap. I wouldn't take a snap either. Okay? All right, man. Giants don't need a quarterback. They sure don't. Okay? Mendoza isn't slated to go number one. He's positioned in the second round, even if he wins a Heisman. Then that's different. Bill. Second round is what we do. Let Mendoza be in the second round. I'm with it. Now we're doing Raider shit. See, I'm with me, Bill, 3-ringer. I'm with Raider business, bruh. I'm with the Raider business. That's our MO. That's what we do, bruh. That's how we do shit. Okay? I love it when the deal comes together. All right? Okay? That's what it is. Rubbing my hands like Birdman if he's in the second round. Yeah, now it's justified because that's what we do. Stabler, second round. Carr, second round. Second round sounds good to me. I'll do it then because it wouldn't be first round. That first round, bro, you have to produce. If you're a first round draft pick and you wet the bed, you are a bust, bro. There is no way around it. You have, and especially if you're the first pick, you have to hit on the first pick. You don't draft somebody who's a second round pick in the first round, bro. That's called what? A reach. It's called you reaching. And you Raider fans, y'all so desperate for a winner, you'll reach. You reach, bruh. You reach, I teach. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. If he's a second rounder, pick his ass up in the second round. We need to be drafting somebody in the first round. We've done well in the last 2 first rounds we've had. Okay, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers. Why we need to mess it up? Because you guys are reaching. If he's only projected to be a second round pick, you might want to listen. Okay? Same thing happened to Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart was projected to be a second round pick. He went in the late first because the Giants traded up to get him at the end. Okay? A Jordan Love. Jordan Love was drafted in the late first round because he was projected to be a second rounder. It's okay if you're at the end of the first round to jump back in to the pool and pick up who you want. But if you draft a quarterback in the first round, he got to hit. He's got to be a Cam Ward. Did Cam Ward hit? He hit. First pick. Did Drake May hit? Drake May hit. Did Jaden Daniels hit? Jaden Daniels hit. Did CJ Stroud hit? CJ Stroud hit. Now, Michael Penix, he was playing well till he got hurt. I'd still say that was pretty much the same. Okay? Bo Nix was drafted 12th. Did that work? Yeah. Caleb Williams? Yeah. You don't get to draft the quarterback, Raider fan, because you're all enamored and everyone's telling you that's who you should get, and you've never seen them play a down and get it wrong, because then you're going to be what? You're going to be Jamarcus 2.0, bro. As I'm telling you, you need to know what the hell you're doing. All right, man. I know Raider guy in the house. What's going on? My 2 favorite players, Marcus and Charles. Hey, come on, dog. Hey, you should be thanking me, because I definitely begged. Please. Okay? Definitely begged, bro. All right? And it worked. Would this fence hypothetically, would the Raiders fans be okay with Jacoby Brissett? Jacoby Brissett is a decent quarterback, but he's another journeyman quarterback that we why do we need to keep grabbing every journeyman quarterback that's out there? Okay? Like I said, man, you might like blondes, but every blonde you get doesn't put you in jail or put you on child support. You know what you need to do? You might need to leave blondes alone for a little bit, man. Go date you a redhead. Go do something different. Okay? Go do something different, bro. Go date you a brunette. Go do something different. All right, you have to force your way to do something different, bro. Okay, I know you like the chicken box from Church's Chicken, but come on, bro, you eat that shit every day. You got to flip. You got to try these tacos. Do something different. Okay, but no, y'all want to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, like your TLC or some shit. Okay, that's what you do, and that's what you used to. You're used to picking up somebody else's trash and throwing a Raider helmet on him, and giving them the ball and telling them to go out there and be the quarterback. Stop it, man. It's not working. You've had 9 quarterbacks in a row. Okay, last quarterback you had that won you anything, that got you to the playoffs, was a drafted quarterback by the Raiders by the name of Derek Carr. No matter how much you guys try to spin it, how much you try to act like that didn't happen, how much you don't like it, how much you're tired of him, the facts are the facts. You have not done shit. It doesn't take 9 quarterbacks to replace one guy. Okay? You don't know what the hell you're doing. All right? It's that simple. Okay? Tom Bishop, I watched Mendoza and the cat. He's not good, not just having a good year. I've been hearing that same thing. I'm hearing that same thing about Mendoza. He's a lot of hype. Okay? There's a difference between having a good year and being a good player. Finally, an honest assessment. All you guys, y'all ain't never seen no Mendoza. Let's just keep it a buck. Have you actually sat down and watched the Indiana game from beginning to end? No. You haven't done it, because every time I ask somebody, have you seen him play? Oh no, man. But I hear he's good though. No, you hear? Is that how you do things? You do things by hearing? Okay. You need heart surgery, and you ain't go do your homework and just say, "Oh, I hear this guy could do good. I heard this guy's good with valves. He could fix my valve. I heard he's good." You gonna lay him there and let him cut you up and up? Nah, you're gonna do your damn homework. You're gonna need references. You're gonna need to talk to other people if it's that important. And guess what? It's heart surgery, man. Getting a quarterback is heart surgery for your team. That's why your team has no heart, because you don't have no quarterback. But y'all willing to just go by somebody else's synopsis. I don't care who they are. You ain't seen with your own eyes. You don't even have an eye test on this kid. You ain't watched no highlights. All you know is what you know. Nah, man, it's not good enough. All right. Yusuf, I like Jacoby, man, but I'm tired of retreads. Okay, we got to get our own quarterback. Okay, so they'd rather have the guy from USC or Dante Moore. I'm hearing Dante Moore great things about him, and Maya Vaya, him, yeah, he's balling. So like I said, man, don't get married to Mendoza. I mean, if he doesn't happen, y'all gonna be acting a fool. And if Mendoza goes somewhere else and balls, you still can't say, "Oh, well, we should have picked him up." Nah, man. Nah, Raiders are a team. You have to fit the Raiders. You have to be a Raider to play for the Raiders. I keep telling you that. You can't be a Fugazi person and come over here and put on our shit. It doesn't work. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter, man. If Big Shirley, if she goes to Victoria's Secrets, man, and go gets a camisole, don't matter if the camisole look good. It matters when she puts it on, what it look like. That's all that matters. Okay? Y'all get caught on, oh, this is gonna look good on her. No, it's not gonna look good on her. It's not. It's not. What you need to do is you need to put a whole burlap sack on her ass. You need to do that, okay? Or cut the lights off where it's pitch dark, because there's nothing you could put on her that's gonna be sexy. I'm telling you that shit now. You just either like her or that's it. You like her for her and that's it. But if you're talking about taking her out and you walking around and things are rubbing together, now ain't gonna work. But y'all always want to try to put somebody in that Raider uniform that don't fit. That's why you guys keep fooling around, and that's why it doesn't work. All right, I'm telling you. All right, Prado, what if the Raiders get Carr next year from Notre Dame? I heard about him too. All depends on where we draft him. I'm not averse to getting a quarterback. I think we should draft a quarterback every year. I just think we need to make sure we don't waste a high pick on a quarterback. Quarterback on the Raiders is a testy situation. Okay, it's very testy. We're not a team that's done well with quarterbacks. We've been in the league 65 years, and we've only had like 5 good quarterbacks in our entire existence. Whether they were good and they got hurt, or they sucked, or whatever, we've only had about 5 good quarterbacks in our history. Okay, so that shows that we don't do well with quarterbacks, does it? All right, so we need to be careful of that. We draft somebody in the second round and behind, it's fine. But if we draft somebody in the first round, they have to hit. We cannot make that mistake. All right? Okay? You drafted Jamarcus Russell when the 3rd pick of the draft was Megatron. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who would have been more fit? Who would have been better? Who's in the Hall of Fame and who's in the Hall of Shame? Okay? You could have had anybody in the draft, and you drafted the worst guy who's ever been drafted. Ever. Y'all don't seem to remember that shit. I do. I don't want to repeat that again. All right. Yusuf, big baby Huey bus. I take Mendoza in the top of the third. Yeah, third, second. I'm with it. First pick, we got to hit that. That pick has to be hit. That has to be a slam dunk. That has to be a layup. Okay. All right. That has to be that. It has to be. You cannot mess that pick up. All right. We got to land it. We blew on so many first round picks. It's ridiculous. It set us back 5 years, and then Josh McDaniels set us back another 5 years. Okay. So you got to hit that pick. You can't do Cleveland Farrell's high character guys. We drafted him fourth, bro. Cleveland Farrell. Henry Ruggs, as much as y'all love him, he played 1 year. Okay? Can't do that. Jonathan Abram. Okay? Damon Arnett. All these are first round draft picks. They ain't on your team anymore, bro. And then the pick that you got that you absolutely nailed, Josh Jacobs, you guys let Tom Telesco let him leave. Like I said, man, you don't even know what the hell you're doing, man. That's 6 first round draft picks that you did not hit on. 6. Okay? That's why your team is the way they are. You drafted the wrong player, and then the one that actually panned out you didn't even keep. So no, you guys don't know what y'all doing. We're not listening. Okay? Bill Holloway, John Bishop, forget the quarterback. I want them to invest in both lines. Me too. I'm not on number this of being a Raider. Okay? Town business, you already know what it is, dog. Town business. Said we got my Via, man. He's a good quarterback. Diego Pavea, I heard of him too. Okay? Jesse Murrow on his F the Patriots tip. Yeah, it's always that. But hey, they still came over here and rummaged through your still came through and ransacked your apartment though. Okay? There still was a home invasion. All right? Whether we don't like them, they came in and they straight turned over tables and broke television sets while they were here. All right? So, hey, it definitely is what it is. Okay? I heard of him too. The Garrett kid. I'm with you, Shaq. I don't want first pick in the draft. DeMarcus Russell care more about money than us. Yeah. And lean. And damn drug addict. He was a damn codeine head. Okay. Mark Davis would let that happen, not Al. Yeah, well, Al allowed Jamarcus Russell. Let's understand that. Al allowed a lot of bullshit. Okay. Al is not above a critique. Love Al. Like I said, Al's the second most important figure in our history is Al Davis. Number one is that shield. It goes shield, then it goes Al Davis, and then y'all can move around and figure out what y'all want to do after that. But Al made a lot of mistakes. Benching Marcus Allen for those 4 years, that was the beginning of the curse. That drafting Jamarcus Russell, that was on his watch. Firing Art Shell when he was the coach of the after he was the coach of the year, that was on his watch. Okay, trading John Gruden and not getting ample compensation back for John Gruden, that was on his watch. Let's not act like Al didn't have his challenges. But with that being said, Al still gave me 3 rings, and so he's still my granddad. Okay, but let's not act like he had a perfect tenure. Nobody has a perfect tenure. Somebody makes mistakes somewhere. Okay, so it is what it is. John Spytek and Tom Brady must draft an O-line and pass rusher. I'm tired of talking about what Tom Brady needs to do. Well, Tom Brady had a whole draft. Spytek had a whole draft. What did they do? They didn't do nothing. Okay? They didn't do nothing. They got Genty, and then that was it. What else they do? Nothing. Come on, man. They ain't do shit. All right? So I'm tired of waiting for them to decide. How many times does it take? You had 7 rounds. Not drafting Shedeur Sanders is a big mistake. That was a huge mistake that you guys got wrong. I don't want that clown show, man. He's only in the league because of his dad. Yeah, man, 367, 3 touchdowns, and ran for a fourth and had a chance to win until his coach tried to sabotage him. Come on, Doc. Come on, man. That was a no-brainer, bro. Would have been, you could have got him for kibbles and bits. It didn't cost nothing. Okay? Just would have been on your team ready to do something. But nope, y'all got that shit wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely horribly wrong. And who's responsible? Spytek, Brady, Carroll, okay, Kelly, all 4 of them cats got that shit wrong. Dead wrong. And we said it the whole time. Draft Shedeur. Nope. Y'all got that shit wrong. That's why you're in this quarterback quandary now. All right. Gruden should have stayed, but he couldn't stay because he got fired by the league. He didn't get fired from Mark. He got fired from the league. All right. Brady's a Patriot. The Raiders are just money to him. If you're food, you're food. That's what food's for, right? That's what food's for, Jesse. Okay? Good food is there to eat, ain't it? It ain't there for you to feel sorry for it. I ain't never met a properly cooked ribeye steak that I felt sorry for. Never. If it was cooked the way I liked it to perfection, the last time I had one was at the Golden Steer. We went over to the Golden Steer for me, my wife, and my son went to the Golden Steer. Man, I spent a car payment in there on food. Everything was good. I didn't feel sorry for that cow at all, Bill. Not at all. In fact, I was like, do you have a brother? Do you have a sister? Do you have a whoever else you could put his ass on the grill? So your food, Jesse, we're food, and that's what food is for. Food is to be consumed. That's what we're here to do. We're somebody else's lunch. We're somebody else's dinner. We're somebody else's nightcap. We're somebody else's dessert. We're never the entree, bro. We're never there for us. We're just here to be picked and poked and taken apart. That's it. And already got skipped over for 4 quarterbacks. Yeah, man. Like I said, C.J. Stroud wanted to be a Raider. Jaden Daniels wanted to be a Raider. Shedeur Sanders wanted to be a Raider. I mean, damn, y'all just got it wrong, man. I mean, and then you want me to say, yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, this guy over here is right. Oh yeah, that guy over there is right. Nah, dog, they wrong. All y'all wrong. Everybody, y'all got that shit wrong, and I'm gonna rub it in your face because you should have got it right. Yusuf, Las Vegas Patriots and GM part owner. I wish they would go. Hard to do that when you put $200 million in somebody's pocket. Jesse Murrow, I took my kids out to eat, man, play games and have fun. I don't own the place. Like I said, that's what it is. Brady don't own the Raiders. Brady's just an investor. He's getting a return on his investment. Very good investment for him financially. Stadiums packed with non-Raiders. People fly in, turn up in Vegas all weekend, go to the game, win, fly home happy. Every home game. I read a statistic. Let me tell you how bad the Raiders are at home. Raiders have been in Vegas since 2020. It's been 5 years, a little bit over 5 years. You know what the Raiders' home record is? The Raiders' home record is 20-29. We have a 400% win percentage. It is the lowest home win percentage in the National Football League over that span. Nobody's home record is worse than us. We only win 4 out of 10 games at home. That means 60% of the time you're getting your ass whooped by the opposition. 20-29, 400% win percentage, 40%. This isn't baseball. This is football. You lose 60% of your games. 6 out of 10 games, you're getting your ass kicked at your own house. Y'all got it, though. Y'all got it. You can afford to pass up on a Shedeur Sanders. You can afford to pass up on a Jaden Daniels. You can afford to pass up on a C.J. Stroud. You can afford to do all the shit you do. Get rid of a Derek Carr where you don't have nobody to replace him because you're winning 4 out of 10. Can't make it up, bruh. Men lie, numbers don't. Y'all got it. You don't need to be mad at me. You need to be mad at you. Okay. All right, man. Our win percentage is probably even lower. Yeah, but when you're on the road, it's more understandable that why you didn't win. But we don't have a home field advantage. If you can't win at least half your games at home, what are you? You lose 60% of your games at home? Why do you guys look at the screen and y'all see nobody in there that looks like us? Oh man, it's all red in there, it's all orange in there, it's all pink in there, it's all purple in there, it's all plaid in there, it's all polka dotted, it's all spotted, dotted, striped in there. It's this, it's that, man. Where's our fans at? You lose 6 out of 10 games. Who's gonna play the highest ticket price in football? Who's gonna do that? Me, Whittington Thomas, Bill Holloway, E-Trip. Man, it costs thousands of dollars to go to that damn game to see them cats walk in there and see it Dallased up. And they're having the time of their lives in our shit, talking shit to us. Just imagine, man, you're in your house, man, minding your business, and a bunch of Cowboy fans kick your door in, bro. Just take over your whole house, tear it all up, eat your food, piss on the floor, sleep with your girl, take a big number 2 in the toilet, leave a whole big ass log in there, take your car, wreck it, and then laugh and leave. Come on, bruh. You don't got no pride. You didn't do nothing. You didn't get up off the couch. Didn't do shit. Didn't even fight. Just let them do it. That's every team that comes to your stadium. That's everybody. Everybody that comes. You have not won a home game damn near this whole season, bruh. Okay? That's all you do is let people come over here and run you into the ground. That's all you do, bro. Sit. Sit, bro. All right, man. Just ask John Carroll College Connection. Another guy, man, what the heck? They refused to get Shador and Dart for trading for Geno Smith. Yeah, you'll get Geno Smith, and then he's getting $18 million, and then you're going to bench him for the rest of the year. He's getting benched for the rest of the year, man, because if he gets hurt, it's an extra $8 million. Geno's done. But you got to pay him $18 million no matter where he goes. That's like you getting a severance check and you got another job coming. He got $18 million coming from the Raiders, whether he's on a team or not, and then he can go to another team and play for somebody else and get that. That's why he said his future's bright. I don't have to be here, and you got to pay me anyway. It was just a dumbass deal. That's on Carroll and Spytek. Now that's not really on Brady because Brady doesn't handle the contracts. That's on Spytek and Brady. Spytek and Pete Carroll, because Pete Carroll, that's his former player, and Spytek wrote the contract. It's on them two. It's on them two, bro. Okay? All right, man. If our home stadium was LA, man, our fan base would fill a stadium. Man, the Rams and they didn't want us here. They knew that nobody was gonna go to them games. Raiders in LA, we still run LA here, bro. Okay? Fake Raiders doing BS. Yeah, that's true. Okay? I know Raider guy in the building. All right? So that's what it is, you guys, man. As y'all can see, what y'all think about the night setup. Night setup pretty good out here. Look. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We'll be here 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay. Make sure you got your food ready, your drink of choice, your beverage of choice, your smoke of choice, and we'll be here tomorrow, bro. Okay. So I'll holler at you guys tomorrow, man. All right, man. Let's go. Let's see what we can do tomorrow, man. Kenny Two Gloves, bro. You're not Geno Smith, bro. You got something to prove. Let's prove it. Magic Check and Filter.